America's intelligence chief painted a sobering picture of security challenges spanning the globe, calling it a toxic mix.
The scale and scope of the various threats facing the United States and our immediate interest worldwide is likely to further intensify this year. It is increasingly a challenge to prioritize which threats are of greatest importance.
Topping the list are China and Russia.
China's actions reflect a long-term strategy to achieve global superiority. The Kremlin is stepping up its campaign to divide Western political and security institutions and undermine the post-World War II international order.
Senators see a combined threat.
If those two countries begin to work together systematically, that could be a big problem for us.
With President Donald Trump preparing for another summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, senators wanted to know the extent of Pyongyang's commitment to denuclearization.
There still is a substantial military capacity that Kim Jong-un wields. 70% of his forces are along the DMZ. So the capabilities and threat that existed a year ago are still there.
As for Iran's compliance with the international nuclear accord that President Trump called defective and withdrew from,
technically they're in compliance, but we do see them debating amongst themselves as they fail to realize the economic benefits they hope for from the deal.
CIA Director Haspel went on to paint a complicated picture of the Islamic State in Syria, where President Trump has announced a withdrawal of U.S. forces.
They're still dangerous, which is your point, and they're the largest Sunni terrorist group, and they still command thousands of fighters in Iraq and Syria.
In Venezuela's ongoing power struggle, where Washington is backing the opposition over the country's socialist leader, one senator had a pointed question.
Is it not in the national interest of the United States of America that the Maduro regime fall and be replaced by a democratic and more responsible government?
It's a very fluid situation that I think hopefully will be successfully resolved with the support of the Venezuelan people.
In response, Senator King cautioned against America bringing about regime change in Venezuela, which he described as a slippery slope. Michael Bowman, VOA News, the Capitol.